In the quiet stillness of the hospital, 15-year-old Amara Jackson lay on her bed, the hum of medical monitors surrounding her like a cold, mechanical symphony. Just hours earlier, she'd been in a car accident that turned her world upside down. Though bruised and battered, it wasn't the physical pain that troubled her most. It was the mounting discomfort from the hostility of the doctor assigned to her care. Dr. Victor Bennett, a highly respected physician with a pristine reputation, exhibited an icy demeanor that soon escalated into something far more troubling. His curt remarks and rough treatment were disconcerting, but as the hours passed, his words grew sharper, his disdain unmistakable. Amara, a black teenager with bright eyes and a sharp mind, recognized the weight of the doctor's words. "Your kind always ends up here," he muttered during a routine check. Amara's heart sank. She was too young to have experienced such blatant racism firsthand, but she had heard enough from her parents to understand it when it stared her in the face. Dr. Bennett's arrogance blinded him to the storm he was about to unleash. He had no idea that Amara's father, Isaac Jackson, was a man of great renown, not in a corporate boardroom or political sphere, but on the open road. Isaac, the leader of a prominent biker crew, was a towering figure whose reputation for justice and loyalty was known across the city. When Amara's father arrived, the sterile hospital walls would witness a confrontation that would erupt into a battle for justice, exposing deep-rooted issues of racial bias and medical malpractice. The evening sun cast a golden hue over the Jackson family's luxurious home, its sleek, contemporary design a testament to hard work and perseverance. Floor-to-ceiling windows reflected the sunset's brilliance, while the sprawling driveway, bordered by manicured hedges, led to an imposing automatic gate. Inside, the quiet echoed throughout the open-concept interior, amplifying the absence of Amara's parents. Isaac was attending a significant biker event, and her mother, Camille, was out of town for business. The household staff moved discreetly, but even their presence couldn't erase the solitude Amara felt that evening. Standing just beyond the entrance, Amara adjusted her outfit nervously. At 14, she was excited yet apprehensive about her date with Liam Crawford, the boy who'd captured her teenage heart. Her thoughts briefly drifted to her father. Despite his larger-than-life presence in the biker community, Isaac always made time for her. She smiled, recalling the times he'd pulled her aside for life lessons and pep talks. Tonight, however, she was on her own. The sound of an approaching car pulled her from her reverie. The gate slid open, and Liam's sleek car entered the circular driveway. Amara's heart raced as she watched him step out, his attire meticulously chosen to impress. "Hey, Amara." Liam greeted her with a practiced charm. "You look amazing." Amara blushed, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "Thanks, Liam. You do too." As Liam glanced around, his expression shifted to one of casual curiosity. "So, are your parents home?" "No," Amara replied, her tone neutral. "Dad's at a biker event, and Mom's on a trip." A flicker of something, calculation, perhaps, passed through Liam's eyes before he smiled. "That's too bad," he said lightly. "Maybe we could just hang out here instead of going out? You know, watch movies, maybe swim in the pool?" Caught off guard, Amara hesitated. She had been looking forward to their dinner date. "I don't know," she said carefully. "I've been cooped up all week, and I was really excited about trying that new restaurant downtown." Liam's smile faltered momentarily but quickly returned. "Of course," he said smoothly. "Whatever you want." As the evening unfolded, Amara climbed into Liam's car, and an unfamiliar scent immediately caught her attention. The air was heavy with a sweet yet pungent smell. "What's that smell?" she asked, wrinkling her nose. Liam's hand twitched on the steering wheel before he answered casually. "Oh, probably a new air freshener. My dad loves weird scents." Amara laughed softly, her nervousness easing, though something about Liam's demeanor felt slightly off. As they drove, the streets seemed unusually empty, adding an eerie quiet to their journey. Liam's driving became increasingly erratic, his speed climbing as the conversation flowed. "Hey, Liam," Amara said, her voice tinged with unease. Maybe slow down a bit? Liam grinned but didn't ease up. Relax. Amara, don't you trust me? Her grip tightened on her seat as he swerved dangerously close to a guardrail. The tension in the car thickened until a sudden miscalculation sent them careening toward a truck. The deafening screech of tires and the crunch of metal filled the air. The car flipped repeatedly before coming to a stop. Amara hung upside down, her seatbelt the only thing holding her in place. Her last memory before succumbing to unconsciousness was the distant sound of sirens. The hospital was a flurry of activity as Amara was rushed through its corridors. Voices called out medical terms, and the cold light above her blurred into a dizzying haze. When she finally regained consciousness, a nurse with kind eyes introduced herself as Clara. "You're in the hospital, sweetheart," Clara said gently. "You were in a car accident, but we're taking good care of you." Amara's mind raced with questions. "Liam, is he okay?" she whispered, her throat dry. Clara's expression softened with concern. "He's in critical condition. The doctors are doing everything they can." The nurse's reassurance did little to quell the storm of emotions Amara felt. Her world tilted further when Clara added, "The toxicology reports showed Liam had marijuana in his system. He was driving under the influence." Amara's heart sank. The strange smell in the car. It all made sense now. The betrayal stung as much as her physical injuries. Clara's voice interrupted her thoughts. "The police will want to speak with you," Clara said softly. "Just tell them the truth." "Okay." Amara nodded numbly. But as she processed everything, a new figure entered the room, Dr. Victor Bennett. Dr. Bennett's brusque demeanor set Amara on edge immediately. His examination started as routine but soon turned harsh. His grip was rough, and his muttered comments revealed his disdain. "Always the same with your kind," he sneered at one point, his words dripping with prejudice. Amara, though scared, mustered her courage. "You can't talk to me like that," she said, her voice steady despite her trembling hands. "I want another doctor." Dr. Bennett's smile was cold. "Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Special treatment?" Before the situation could escalate further, a commanding voice interrupted them. Isaac Jackson stood in the doorway, his towering figure filling the sterile room with an air of authority. "What exactly do you mean by your kind?" Isaac asked, his voice low and dangerous. Dr. Bennett's smug expression faltered as he turned to face the furious father. The confrontation that followed was explosive, shaking the hospital to its core. Isaac's relentless determination to protect his daughter ignited a fierce battle for accountability and justice. What started as one family's fight soon grew into a community's cause, exposing systemic issues within the medical institution. With the support of Nurse Clara and evidence of Dr. Bennett's malpractice, Isaac rallied allies from his biker crew and beyond. Together, they demanded change. The hospital administration, backed into a corner by public outrage and mounting evidence, had no choice but to launch a full investigation. Amara, though still recovering, found her voice in the midst of the chaos. Her bravery and resilience became a symbol of hope for others who had endured similar injustices. In the end, the Jackson family's struggle sparked a movement that brought lasting reforms. Amara's story became a testament to the power of courage and community. Together, they proved that even in the face of prejudice and adversity, change is possible when people stand united.